Hey, it's an emergency. Do you have some time to talk right now? Please call me back as soon as you see this. It's kind of important. I'm free right now. What did you need to talk to me about? I really need to go to the toilet, though. I was just about to go when you texted me. What's the emergency? Tell me quickly. Actually, it can wait. Text me once you're out of the toilet. It's kind of an emergency, though. Make sure you contact me as soon as possible. Okay, will do. I'll be as quick as possible. I'll contact you again in a little bit. Hey, nice to meet you. I never thought that I would talk to you directly like this. You're Ryan's current girlfriend, right? Oh, hello there. Yes, I am. So, you must be Lisa, then. So you know about me, then? I guess he must have told you about me already. Well, you're correct. I'm Lisa. I'm the one that's being rumored about. Do you even know what the rumor is about? It's definitely not anything positive about you. You should feel bad that you're being rumored about. Why should I feel bad? I think I know what's being said about me behind my back. I'm not dumb, you know. I am Ryan's ex-girlfriend, after all. I bet he keeps on saying how amazing of a girlfriend I used to be. He probably keeps on talking about how he regrets breaking up with me in the first place. I already know that. There's no need to talk about that kind of stuff behind my back. Did you really think that he would be saying positive things about you? You're his ex-girlfriend. I think that you would still be his girlfriend if he thought so positively about you. There are only positive things to be said about me. I'm literally the perfect woman. I think that any guy would be lucky to have me as his girlfriend. Do you even realize why I'm able to contact you like this right now? It can only mean one thing. Have you noticed it already? I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you even mean by that? You're a little slow to understand things, aren't you? I guess you're not the smartest person. I'm Ryan's ex-girlfriend. Me and you are strangers to each other. We've never even met before. I still somehow managed to find out about you and get in contact with you. That can only mean one thing, right? Try taking a guess. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what's happening. I'm sorry, but everything that you just said to me makes no sense. I really don't understand what you're trying to say to me. You really are kind of blunt, aren't you? I feel sorry for Ryan having to date an idiot like you. I guess I'll just tell you, you're never going to get it at this rate. It means that Ryan decided to tell me your contact details. That's why I managed to contact you. Do you get what that means? It means that he still has feelings for me. It means that he still keeps in contact with me even after breaking up. So that's what you meant. I don't think that what you said really makes that much sense. I have no idea why you came to the conclusion that he still likes you. You seem to think very positively about yourself. Ryan actually talked to me about you yesterday. He wasn't talking very positively about you at all. He actually sounded pretty scared of you. Wait, what? I'm so happy to hear that! I can't believe that he's talking about me so much. That must mean that he can't get me out of his head. Does that mean he wants to get back together with me then? I would love to get back together with him. I really think that we were the best couple when we used to date each other back in university. How do you even come to a conclusion like that? Nothing that I just said suggested that he would want to get back together with you. Please stop making assumptions and listen to what I'm saying to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell you the truth like that. You're his current girlfriend. My mouth just slipped because I was so happy. You probably didn't want to hear me say that. I'm so sorry. It was just a small mistake. A mistake? Yeah, whatever. It sounded like you intentionally said all that to scare me. You're just the kind of person that I imagined you to be. I can understand why Ryan decided to talk to me about you. I'm not worried, though. I know that you're never going to be able to take him from me. I wouldn't be so confident about it. He wasn't able to forget about me at all. That must mean he still has feelings for me. I realized I still have feelings for him, too. I bet you that I come up in his dreams every single night. I must mean a lot more to him than you do. You must be very sad to hear that. I doubt he even thinks of you as his girlfriend. Actually, I think it's the opposite. He doesn't remember you because he still likes you. He's mentally scarred by what you did to him. What do you mean by opposite? I'm sure he remembers me because he still loves me. It means that he's unable to forget about you even though he wants to erase you from his memory. He means it in a bad way. Kind of like a horror movie. It's hard to forget about something so scary, right? That's the reason he still remembers you. I'm pretty sure he doesn't think of me like that. This is all just your assumption. There's no need for me to believe any of this. He probably just regrets breaking up with me. That's why he can't forget about me. No, it's really not like that. I would know because I talked to Ryan about this. Ryan told me that dating you was the worst mistake he's made in his life. Going out with you is the biggest mistake of his life, according to him. I can understand why he would say that, even though I've only talked to you for a couple of minutes. You're just full of red flags. Stop lying to me! There's no way he regrets going out with me. We made such a good couple. I know for sure that he wants to get back together with me. You're the only person in the way of us getting back together. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to get back together with you. I don't know the details, but he seemed pretty traumatized by the memories he has with you. There's no way he would say that about me. He really loved and cared for me. I know that he still thinks of me as the woman that he's destined for. You're just telling me all of this because you're jealous of me. You're trying to ruin me and Ryan's happy future together. I am not going to forgive you for this. I am not doing that. There's no reason for me to lie to you at all. I just wanted to warn you because Ryan seems to be really troubled recently. You should really just leave him alone if you really care for him. You're even causing him trouble at his workplace. Wait, what? I'm being talked about at his workplace, too! I'm so happy to hear that! I can't believe I'm being rumored about at such a big company! He must really love me if he's still talking about me even at his workplace. I'm so embarrassed to hear that. I had no idea he liked me that much. You really are a strange person. I don't understand how a person like you can work at a regular company. I can barely even have a normal conversation with you. You can say what you want about me. I really don't care about your opinion. I really like myself, and that's all that matters to me. Anyway, when are you going to break up with my Ryan? I want you to break up with him as soon as possible, actually. I want to get back together with him as soon as possible. What are you talking about? I am not going to be breaking up with him. Ryan didn't tell you my contact details because he still has feelings for you. He couldn't solve the problem by himself and decided to ask me for help. He decided to tell you my contact details because he couldn't think of any other way to solve the problem. What does that even mean? Why does that lead to him giving me your number? You've been stalking Ryan ever since you guys broke up, right? He's actually starting to get really worried and stressed out because of what you're doing to him. He realized that he couldn't do anything about it by himself. That's why he decided to ask me for help. I think that he tried to solve the entire problem by himself, but he wasn't able to. That means that he was keeping my existence a secret from you, right? That probably means that he's really serious about getting back together with me. I'm sorry, but what? Well, he didn't talk to you about me until yesterday, right? That must mean he's planning to get back together with me at some point. I have no idea how you came to a conclusion like that. Could you please stop making up random assumptions like that? I also need you to stop stalking him completely. I am not stalking him at all. Stop making up lies like that. I think that what you've been doing to him can be classified as stalking. You've been calling his company's phone number and stating that you're his girlfriend. There was also a time when you entered his office without his permission. I heard that you had to get dragged out by the security guards. You've also been waiting for him at various locations around town. What you're doing to him is stalking, and it's a crime. The only reason you haven't been reported to the police is because of his kindness. He told me that he didn't want to report you to the police because you guys were good friends at university as well. That is not what is happening at all. That's just your assumption. I am not stalking Ryan. You're the only one that thinks what I'm doing is a nuisance. I'm sure that Ryan is really happy whenever I call his company phone and whenever I come to visit his office. He probably loves it when I surprise him by waiting for him in various locations. He definitely doesn't think of me as a nuisance. It really isn't possible to have a normal conversation with you. I actually had to go with Ryan to his company yesterday. We discussed solutions so that you would no longer be able to bother him at work. If you ever try to talk to him during work, or try to step into his office again, the police are going to be called. Make sure you keep that in mind. Did you just say the police would get involved? You really do like to make up random lies like that. There's absolutely no reason to get the police involved. I'm not doing anything wrong after all. Ryan really loves me, so I'm sure he wants me to come and visit him during work. We're going to be dating each other again in the very near future, too. I guess it's pointless to warn you about any of this. It doesn't seem like you have any intention of listening to what I have to say. You can just do whatever you want. Go and try to step foot in his office if you really want. Maybe you'll finally learn your lesson when the police come and arrest you. Yeah, whatever. I know that everything you say is a lie. You should enjoy the little time you have left as his girlfriend. I'm going to be taking him back from you very soon. Why don't you just break up with him already? You're going to be abandoned sooner or later. Hey! Take a look at this! I am spending some time with my sweet Ryan. I'm sorry, but what are you talking about? Why did you send me a photo of a hotel room? How do you not understand what I'm trying to tell you? You really are really dumb. I'm currently on a vacation with Ryan. This is the hotel room we're staying in tonight. We are going to have such a great time together. You're lying. No, I'm not. Why do you think I'm lying? I know that you're lying because Ryan is on a business trip for work today. You really are a little blunt, aren't you? Don't you realize that he was lying to you? He's not really on a business trip for work. He just used that as an excuse so that he could go on a vacation with me. I can't believe that you would believe such an obvious lie like that. You must really trust him. You're the idiot. Stop making up random lies like that. I know that you're not telling the truth because I decided to come with him on his business trip. Wait, what did you just say? He's actually right next to me. I know for sure that he isn't on vacation with you. Why the hell did you go with him on his business trip? It doesn't make any sense. Actually, it makes total sense. Me and Ryan work for different companies, but our companies are business partners. Our companies are currently doing a joint project, and we both got assigned on this business trip. What are the chances of that even happening? My plan's ruined now. I have no idea how you managed to find out that he was on a business trip. You really are a stalker, aren't you? What you're doing is really gross. I heard about it from Ryan. There's no other way I could find out about it. It doesn't seem like that's true at all. Ryan is literally shaking because of how scared he is of you. He has no idea how you keep on finding out so much information about him. I seriously doubt that he was the one that told you about his schedule. You need to be quiet. Stop making up assumptions about me. You really are pathetic. Stop trying to make up evil lies like this. Please don't bother trying to contact me ever again. Take a look at this! Today is Saturday. That means that Ryan has a day off from work today. I bet you that he's not home right now. That's because he's on a date with me right now. I thought that I told you to not contact me again. You really are persistent, aren't you? Would you please stop with all this nonsense? Please spend your time doing something else. It's pathetic how desperate you're being. Is it even fun making up lies like this? You need to shut up. This is not a lie at all. It's all very true. He's really on a date with me right now. Fine. Prove it then. If you're not lying, I want you to prove it. If you're on a date with him, that must mean he's right next to you, right? Yeah, he's right by my side. We're basically holding hands. You're jealous, right? If that's really true, send me a photo then. Take a selfie with both of you in it. I'll believe you once I see the photo. Wait, hold on a second. Ryan is wearing a white shirt and a pair of jeans today. That's what he was wearing when he left the house this morning. The white shirt that he was wearing also had a pretty unique logo on it. If you can send me a picture with all that, then I'll believe you. Hurry up and send me the photo of you guys if you really are on a date with him. You're kind of clingy, aren't you? I can't believe that you remember everything that he was wearing so clearly. It's kind of creepy. He's probably very stressed out having such a clingy girlfriend. That's rich coming from you, isn't it? You're the clingy ex-girlfriend. What do you mean by that? I don't actually remember the clothes that he was wearing when he left. I'm not that clingy. I just know what he's wearing because he's right in front of me. We're both at home right now. Oh my god! Not again! I can't believe that you're with him again! You probably sent me these stupid messages because you thought that he would be out with his friends on Saturday or something. Well, unfortunately, you thought wrong. I can't believe you're bothering to send me such pathetic text messages like this. Do you not have anything better to do with your life? What you're doing is really sad. You should use your time and effort on something that's a little more useful. Shut up! You're so annoying! Why do you always have to be with him? He probably doesn't even like you. You can say whatever you want. I'm not going to be hurt by your words. Do you really want Ryan that badly? You told me that I was really clingy, but I think that's actually you. You're his ex-girlfriend and still can't seem to give up on him. You're really starting to annoy me now. You keep on saying really insulting things to me. I'm not going to forgive you for this, you know. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just telling you the truth. You're the one that's in the wrong. You keep on trying to steal Ryan from me. You also keep stalking him when he clearly wants you to stop. On top of all that, you keep on sending me these lies to try to trick me into thinking that you've taken him from me. I'm kind of scared of you now. It's pretty obvious that you don't think like a normal person. I know that Ryan doesn't want me to stop chasing him. We both love each other very much. How much longer do you keep on planning on saying that? It's pretty obvious that he doesn't like you anymore. Stop saying lies like that to me. I'm planning on saying it forever because it's the truth. We're meant for each other, and I'm not going to let someone like you get in the way of our love. You really don't know how to listen, do you? If he really did love you, why does he keep on ignoring you then? I doubt that he would have let you get escorted out of his office by security guards if he wanted to see you. Why do you know about all that? Of course I know about it. I'm his girlfriend and we live together. That's not fair! Why do you get to live with him? That should be me. Would you please stop all this? The more you do it, the more pathetic you start to look. I think it's about time you admit that you were wrong and put this all behind you. This is definitely the best choice for you, too. You're going to get into big trouble if you continue with this. I can't believe you're talking so arrogantly to me. It feels like you're completely looking down on me. I've had enough of talking to you. Let me talk to Ryan directly. I'm his ex-girlfriend. He listens to almost everything that I say. I always ordered him around when we were dating. That's probably why you guys didn't last long. I don't think that you should be getting a boyfriend just so that you can order him around. A boyfriend is someone that you go out with because you love them. From what I've heard, all you do is treat your boyfriend like a slave. No wonder nobody likes you. What did you just say about me? I just said that nobody likes you. It's the truth, isn't it? Ryan told me that you forced him into dating you during university. All you did was order him around. I can totally understand why he keeps on saying that he regrets dating you. Shut up! You're trying to make me sound like a terrible person, and I don't like it. I had to order him around because he was such a useless person. He couldn't do anything by himself. You probably think the same way as me, right? He needs me to order him around. Hurry up and give him back to me! I know him so much better than you do.
There's no way that's true, you evil woman. Would you just shut up and leave us alone already?
Wait, what? What's with that tone?
That's what Ryan just said. He's right next to me reading all your text messages too.
Wait, what? He's still next to you? Why are you allowing him to read our text messages? This conversation should be just between us. I can't believe he's still with you. Does he not go outside at all?
He's the kind of person that likes to spend his days off at home relaxing. You don't even know that? I thought you used to date him.
I have no idea.
I just remembered something that I was planning to ask you. Where do you keep on getting private information about us from? How do you keep finding out about his schedule? Would you be able to tell me who the person is that's leaking information about us to you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know anything about you guys.
I know that's a lie. You're spying on us from outside our house, aren't you? You've been sending me these creepy text messages as soon as Ryan left the house. Although he came right back home, the timing you sent the text messages is a huge giveaway.
I told you that Ryan was the one that told me everything.
You probably found out from someone that we know. I still think that what you're doing is unacceptable. It's stalking, and it's a crime. Who's the person that told you where we live? Hurry up and tell me. I want to do something about this. So you're just ignoring me now? Hello? Hurry up and answer my question!
You totally deserve this happening to you. A woman like you deserved to be abandoned like that. Especially after how you treated me. Let this be a lesson to you to show me more respect in the future.
I'm really sorry, but I don't have the time to be dealing with you right now. My boyfriend is missing. Could you please go and annoy someone else?
Guess where this is? You're going to want to talk to me after seeing this.
Wait, what? No way! How did you get a photo like that? That's a photo of our house! Isn't that the living room?
You got it correct! It's a photo of inside your house. You weren't home yesterday night, right? I think that you went to one of your friends' houses, right? You spent the night there, right?
How do you know about all that? I don't remember telling you about it at all.
How do you not realize why I know about it already? We had this exact conversation a little while ago. There's only one person I could have found out about this from. Ryan was the one that told me about all this.
Like I'm going to believe that. There's no way that's true.
This is proof that I'm the one that he loves. I should be the one that gets to date him. I've stolen your boyfriend from you. You're a loser and I'm the winner.
My boyfriend? What are you talking about? Stop making up all these lies again.
I actually sneaked into your house yesterday night and stole him from you. I've stolen your boyfriend from you. You're his ex-girlfriend now.
I don't understand why you would steal my boyfriend from me. There's not many people that love him as much as me.
You're not making any sense. I was invited over by Ryan yesterday night. That's why I went over and spent a passionate and lovely night with him. That means I'm his girlfriend now. I contacted you to let you know that you're now his ex-girlfriend.
None of this is making any sense to me. Ryan wouldn't invite you over like that. I just got married to Ryan. I doubt that I'm his ex-girlfriend.
Wait, what? You guys got married? I'm so confused about what's happening.
Yeah, I'm confused as well. Actually, I think I figured out what's happening now. I'm sorry it took me a while to understand. It all makes sense now.
You understand what's going on? How? What's happening then?
You kept on saying that you had stolen my boyfriend. That's why I was getting really confused. I also know that Ryan would never want to see or talk to you. I guess that's why none of this made any sense.
Wait, hold on a minute. I really don't understand what you're talking about. I thought you just said you got married to Ryan. Are you talking about another guy then? You also have a different boyfriend? So you're cheating on him already? I can't believe you would cheat on him already.
I would never do anything like that. I'm not like you.
What are you trying to say? I've never cheated on anyone in my life before. Would you hurry up and just explain what's going on? None of this is making any sense to me. I want you to give Ryan to me if you're not serious about him.
Just calm down for a second. I'll explain everything that's happening. When I say my boyfriend, I'm referring to the hug pillow I have of my favorite artist. I always used to go to sleep hugging that pillow. That's why I call the pillow my boyfriend.
That's kind of a weird thing to do. You were calling an object your boyfriend?
I thought that you were talking about my hug pillow this entire time. That's why I was so confused. Now it's all starting to make some sense.
I had no idea you were such a nerd. That's so creepy. Why would you call your body pillow your boyfriend? That's kind of sad and a geeky thing to do.
I don't really appreciate being called creepy by a stalker like you. What you're doing is much worse. Also, I can't believe you even sneaked inside our house. We never gave you permission to do that. That's trespassing. Now you've definitely committed a crime.
Trespassing? A crime? Stop being so overdramatic. I didn't do anything wrong at all. I was invited over by Ryan yesterday night. That's because he loves me so much. I should be the one by his side.
I know that he didn't invite you over. He would never do something like that. It was his mom, right? I finally figured out who was sending you all our private information.
Wait, how do you know that?
We know everything about this now. His mom was the one giving you all this private information about us. We decided to cut all ties with Ryan's mom.
Wait, what? How could you do that to her?
We never really got along with her ever since we got married. She kept on asking us to move in with her, but I declined her request multiple times. I told her that I wanted to live alone with Ryan. She really started to hate me for doing that.
I think that the way you treated her was wrong. That's why I was doing everything I could to try to free Ryan from you.
So that's why you sneaked into my house, right? You borrowed the spare key that we had given to Ryan's mom and trespassed into our house. You also threw away my hug pillow. I can't believe you did that.
So that pillow really was yours?
You better pay me back for that. That was a limited edition hug pillow. It's going to be really difficult for me to find the same thing again.
I don't care about a stupid pillow like that. I just couldn't stand looking at that pillow because it was so nerdy. You don't even have proof of any of this. How are you going to prove that I snuck into your house?
Actually, we have plenty of proof of what you've been doing to me and Ryan. Ryan's mom really messed up on the day of our wedding. We knew that you might try to sneak into our house someday. That's why we set up some traps in our house.
What does that even mean? A trap? I didn't see anything that was weird in your house.
We set up hidden CCTV cameras all over the place. We have plenty of video footage of you and Ryan's mom entering our house without permission.
No way! Are you serious? You guys set up CCTV cameras in the house? I still don't think that a video of us coming into your house is any evidence.
Actually, there's video footage of you guys leaving the house with my hug pillow. You either disposed of it or stole it from me. Either way, it's enough evidence to prove that you guys stole my prized possession.
Stop making it sound like a crime! We didn't do anything wrong. You're not going to do anything about this, are you?
Actually, I've already done something about it. I filed a criminal report with the police. I gave them all the video evidence that we had as well. They're probably going to be visiting you very soon. We're also planning to sue you for all the trouble that you have caused us. You've been stalking Ryan for a long time now, and you also trespassed into our property. We're going to be asking you for a large amount of money, so you better be prepared.
Wait, what did you just say? You're going to sue me? You also reported me to the police? How could you do such a thing? You're being absolutely ridiculous.
Actually, I'm not being that ridiculous at all. You came into our house without any permission and stole something that was my property. I have every right to report you to the police. What you did was a crime. I bet that Ryan's mom was the one that decided to take my hug pillow, though. She knew it was important to me. It was my boyfriend.
Actually, it was all her fault. She was the one that came up with the idea of sneaking into your house. I didn't do anything bad at all. All I did was listen to what I was told to do by her. She told me that I would have a stable and happy life if I got married to Ryan.
Well, you never should have listened to her then. You're just as bad as her because you listened to everything that she told you to do. You should have realized that it was a bad idea. Ryan was already married to me. Ryan's mom is a complete psycho. That's why her husband divorced her a little while ago.
Wait, what? Ryan's parents are divorced? I had no idea.
Yeah, she was pretty insane from the very first time I met her. The other day, she forged divorce papers and tried to get me and Ryan divorced. That's why we had to cut ties with her. She was being too much of a nuisance.
I had no idea that she was that kind of person. I actually liked her a lot and we got along pretty well.
Yeah, I can understand why you guys would get along. Anyway, I don't really care about her anymore. We've cut ties with her, so she's not a problem now. Now you're the real problem. You're a piece of trash that tried to steal Ryan from me. You're also the person that scared Ryan by constantly stalking him. You better not think that you're getting away with all this.
Actually, I was just tricked into doing all this. I didn't do any of this just by myself.
That's not a valid excuse at all. You seemed very excited about trying to steal Ryan from me. We are going to be asking you to compensate us for all the damage that you've caused to our life. We're suing you, and you're going to be paying us a large sum of money. You better be prepared for that. I'm sure that our lawyer will be in contact with you very soon.
Oh, wait, hold on a minute. I don't have any money in my bank account right now. I can't afford to compensate you guys for anything. There's really no point in using me. I promise that I'll give up on trying to steal Ryan from you. Please, can you just forgive me now? I won't do anything to annoy you either.
No, we are not going to forgive you. You've caused Ryan a lot of mental stress with all the creepy things you've been doing to him. He's been on the brink of depression because of you, and has been attending a mental wellness hospital recently. Being stalked can be a really frightening experience. You want us to forgive you because you're going to give up? No way. We're going to get revenge for all of this.
I'm really sorry. I had no idea that this would become such a huge problem. I was only doing what I thought would be best for me and Ryan.
Yeah, whatever. You were only thinking about what would be best for you. Enough with the excuses. You're going to be taking responsibility for everything that you've done. I'm actually a little excited to see how much compensation we can ask from you. We have so much evidence on our side after all.
Please don't sue me. I really have no money. I can show you the balance in my bank account if you really want.
Well, it looks like you're going to be in a lot of debt then.
I don't want that to happen to me. I have no source of income.
You better start looking for a job then. You might even have to start working a second job as well. Best of luck with that. All I know is that your life is going to be very difficult from now on. This is what you deserve for making our life so difficult. My hug pillow was not the only thing that they had stolen after sneaking into our house. They also stole all the expensive wedding gifts that me and Ryan had received when we got married. They had also destroyed some of our luxury furniture and trashed our bedroom. I filed a criminal report to the police immediately after seeing what had been done to our house. The very next day, they were arrested by the police. They were questioned about everything that they had done. They were released after a couple of days, but were both given a restraining order against us. They were also forced to return everything that they had stolen and compensate us for all the furniture that they had broken. We are also still planning to sue Lisa for stalking Ryan for the past few years. I am not going to forgive her for traumatizing him and sending him to a mental health hospital. Me and Ryan decided to move to a new house right after all this drama happened. We wanted to make sure there was zero chance of Lisa ever visiting us again. I also decided to keep the spare key to our new house just in case. We are finally living a relaxed and happy life in our new home. It feels so nice to be finally free from a stalker like Lisa. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Oh my god, so sorry, sis. Kyle and I just can't make it today since our schedules are jam-packed with appointments. You know how it is sometimes.
That's okay, no worries. I know you're busy. I think Mom and Dad were really looking forward to seeing you, though.
Sorry, I'm glad you understand. I'll make sure to give you your birthday present next time.
You don't have to do that. I'm not that happy about my birthday anyway. It feels weird to be celebrating it at my age. I feel like maybe I'm too old for birthday presents now anyway.
Yeah, I get that. You are kind of old now. But you gave me a present last year, so I owe you one.
I told you don't have to do that. It's really not a big deal anyway.
Yeah, you're right. It's not. That's kind of what I figured you'd say. Besides, I didn't even like the present you gave me last year. You know I don't wear orange.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I guess I'm sorry you didn't like it. If it still has the tag on it, I can return it with a receipt.
Oh, it's totally fine. We don't really care. I just gave it to one of my poor coworkers and she liked it. I mean, our salaries are totally different, so that's why you chose such a gaudy, awful blouse, right? I don't really care about things like that anyway, since I can just buy clothes for myself.
Oh, I see. I guess I won't buy you any more clothes as gifts anymore.
Yeah, good idea. When I showed it to Kyle, he kind of scrunched his nose and just said, "Is your sister broke or something?" I defended you and said she's not broke, though because I'm a nice sister, right? You know, Kyle's family is crazy rich. Sometimes he just doesn't understand that not everyone is so fortunate. Our sense of what money is worth is totally different. He thinks that $150 for a shirt is reasonable.
Oh, really? Wow, I would never spend that much on a shirt. Thanks for sticking up for me, I guess. I'll think about what to get for you next time. Maybe something useful for your kitchen or something.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. That's just him. He's picky, and we don't need anything. So don't break the bank. Anyway, enough about me. Is there anything you want for your birthday? I'll get you something. I'll at least get you a birthday card.
I told you don't have to. Besides, I can't really think of anything I want anyway. I'm happy with what I have.
Oh, come on. You don't have to be so polite. Oh, right? I got this idea the other day. If you don't want anything, how about I introduce you to one of Kyle's rich friends?
Are you serious? I don't really want that either. Thanks, though.
What? Why not? He could help you out with your financial situation. Then maybe you could spend $150 on a shirt. It's high time you get married. Time is ticking. Aren't you kind of a spinster now since you've turned 29? I mean, if you want to have kids, it's going to be especially difficult. If you want kids, you better have some now. It'll only get harder and harder if you don't have them before you get even older, you know.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but I'm not really thinking about that at this point in my life anyway. And Ryan is okay waiting too.
Well, since Kyle and I are both working, so we both have a stable income, we think we're all set for the future. Have you at least started saving up some money? Oh, and Kyle's older sister, Jessica, remember her? She's already had 3 kids now. I'm not saying you have to have kids right now.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm happy for her, but I don't envy her. 3 kids is a lot.
Right. She's so happy. It's almost annoying. I don't envy her either. But I've never really been good with kids, you know? So I don't plan on having them. They're like little gremlins to me. Also, I don't want my whole life to change because of kids. I enjoy my lifestyle right now. Kyle is on the same page as me, so we both don't plan on having kids. But you love kids, don't you? You always seem to want your own.
I do like kids, but I'm not thinking about having them anytime soon. I have a lot of other things I want to do first.
What? Are you sure you want to wait? You're saying that now, but one day you'll wake up and already be 35. And then isn't it kind of too late? I mean, it's still possible for a woman to have children at an older age. But if you don't do it now, you'll probably regret it later, so you better start popping some kids out.
Yeah, I guess it would be harder. I'll keep that in mind. But lots of women have kids later in life these days.
Well, if you do want me to introduce you to someone, then let me know. I'd love to play matchmaker. Kyle and I know lots of great bachelors in the area. And if they work at our company, then their salaries are also really good like ours. A lot of our coworkers are single, you know. I mean, they might not be your type, though, since you seem to like scrawny, nerdy guys who work dead-end jobs.
Yeah, I guess I do have a type, but they didn't all have jobs. Anyway, thank you for the offer. I'll think about it. If I feel up to it, then I'll ask you to bring me along somewhere.
Are you sure you want to pass this up right now? You know, I really am serious. We know a lot of guys. I could even think of people who might be into you if you can believe that. Or if you think of something else you want, then just let me know. I'll buy it for you, no problem. Well, anyway, I gotta get back to work now. Talk to you later. Melanie, is it true you're getting married? Mom told me and I was taken by surprise. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Yeah, it's true, later this year. I guess I should have told you sooner instead of Mom having to tell you. Sorry, I've just been really busy planning the wedding.
Yeah, you could have told me last time we talked that you were getting married. I even said I'd introduce you to someone. But you didn't even say you had a boyfriend, let alone a fiancé. Why didn't you say anything then?
Well, I never said I was opposed to marriage. I just said I wasn't thinking about having kids yet.
Oh, I see. So that's why you said no to being introduced to someone. I understand now, but you could have been more clear from the start. Stop this guessing game. You should have told me sooner that you were ready for marriage.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I just didn't want to bring it up yet.
Well, what's your fiancé like? How old is he? Is he older or younger? How did you meet him?
He's 5 years older than me. We met many times before through mutual friends, so I guess you could say we were friends first and then started dating.
Wow, 5 years older. That's a surprise. I always thought you'd end up marrying someone close to your age. But no matter if he's a good person, then that's great. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Ryan is an amazing person.
Oh, by the way, Mom said that I need to visit soon and meet him, and she wants us to come for dinner. But Kyle and I are way too busy. So I don't think we'll be able to go.
Oh, I see. You guys sure are busy. That can't be helped. I'll introduce you to him some other time.
Sorry. I mean, we are working for a big corporation. It's not like we can easily take days off, you know. That's why we can never make any time for anything.
Yeah, I understand. That's too bad. Working there must be really busy all the time.
Yeah, I can barely get a break, so busy. But I am really curious about Ryan. I never thought you'd get married, so he must be really special. What's he like? Is he tall? Is he rich? Is he a blonde or a brunette? Does he have blue eyes like me?
How should I explain what he's like? I guess the best word to describe him is that he's hardworking and detail-oriented. And he's definitely tall. He has light brown hair and greenish eyes.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. You seem to go for brunettes. And if he wasn't super fussy like you, then he wouldn't work at all. You always find such sensitive, studious guys.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. But I like when a man is organized and pays attention to details.
Well, is he handsome? Is he fit? Who is hotter, Kyle or Ryan? Probably Kyle, since he's ripped and he's blonde with blue eyes.
I'm not sure. Kyle and Ryan are completely different types, you know? Ryan is handsome to me, but maybe he's not everyone's type. He is very warm and kind, so that's what attracted me to him.
I see. Well, I guess I can picture him from that information. Growing up, you always went for the nice guys. Sometimes they were even a bit chubby. And they ended up making you cry and breaking up with you. That might happen again with this one, you know. Make sure Ryan doesn't trick you, okay?
Yeah, I guess nice guys aren't always so nice. But I know that Ryan won't do that.
He treats me really well and loves me for who I am. He's a really good person. Yeah, but you can't marry someone just because they're a nice person. You have to make sure they have a job and also have a stable income, you know? I made sure Kyle worked hard and that we got along well at work before we started dating. Then I found out that he's great with money, too. Someone like that is much more suited for marriage. I don't think money is as important as kindness, though. I'd much rather have a kind, poor husband than a mean, rich one. Oh, sis! This is why you have such bad luck with men. You're just gonna end up crying every time. I don't think you understand how difficult marriage can be. This is advice coming from someone who's already happily married, so you should take it. Yeah, I know that marriage isn't something to be taken lightly, but Ryan and I have known each other for quite a long time. Thanks for your advice. Well, anyway, I think I can probably meet him someday, maybe even before the wedding. But don't get your hopes up. Kyle and I are super busy. Yeah, I know. No worries. Kyle also texted me saying you were too busy. You guys can meet him when your schedules line up better. Okay, great. To be honest, I don't really have high expectations. I mean, he's someone you think is good enough to marry. You don't have the best track record. Well, try your best to not end up getting divorced. A divorce can't just be undone, you know. Yeah, I know. But trust me, we will be fine. I'm not worried. Melanie! I got your wedding invitation in the mail today. The venue is pretty fancy. I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be able to afford renting a place like that. You must have saved up a lot for it, right? Or did he pay for it? Yeah, we both really liked the venue, so we worked hard to save our money. He paid for most of it, but I also pitched in a bit. Wow! Is Ryan kind of a show-off? I mean, he must have paid a pretty penny for a fancy venue like that. Is he compensating for something? He's not a show-off. We both just really like the venue, that's all. And we both paid for it, not just him. Also, we've invited a lot of guests, so we had to find a space big enough. And it just so happens to be the same venue where his sister had her wedding years ago. So we want to have our wedding in the same place. His parents also wanted us to get married there. It's kind of like a family tradition now. What? But don't you hate that you're not picking everything yourself? You've always been kind of a control freak. Sounds like you're just going along with what they're telling you to do. Isn't he ignoring what you want? Do you really think you can marry someone so bossy and marrying into a family who just tells you what to do? That's not what's happening here. I also really like the venue, not just because of the family history. I never thought I could have my wedding at such a beautiful place, so I'm really happy. I'm not just going along with what they're saying at all. Well, I guess that's okay then. I'm glad it's not my wedding, though. Anyway, have you decided on a wedding dress? Yep, I've decided already. I bought it a couple months ago. What kind did you go for? Knowing you, it's probably something conservative and kind of plain and simple, right? I mean, if I had my wedding in a fancy place like that, I'd get a dress with lots of glam and glitter and a super long veil so I could really make an entrance. Yeah, I can see you doing that. It is a bit more simple without any embellishments, but it's a beautiful white satin, so I think it's perfect. It fits perfectly, too. Oh, yeah, that's what I figured you'd go for. You've always been a bit of a plain Jane. Any tailor would be able to custom fit it to you. That's not really a huge selling point. It's their job to custom fit it. I get all my clothes custom fit. Oh, I guess that's true. I just usually get a size small and it fits me fine. Back when I was wedding dress shopping, it was so difficult to find the one that represented my personality the best. Also, Kyle kept interfering and putting in his 2 cents. Doesn't he know that it's bad luck to see the bride before the wedding? He would say, oh, I like that one, or that one is ugly, or that one's okay. Oh, it was so annoying. What about Ryan? Did he want to pick the dress for you? Actually, I guess he's the opposite of that. No matter what I tried on, he would say it suits you or it looks great when I wanted his device.
He wasn't helpful at all, so it was hard to make my decision.
Wow, that's completely different. Isn't he just being too doting?
I'm pretty sure he wasn't just sugarcoating everything. I think he really did think all the dresses looked good on me.
I guess he's the kind of person who likes everything. He doesn't have his own personal taste. Let me guess, he shops at discount stores? But since he's marrying you, I could have guessed he'd be like that. Like a male plain Jane. Plain Shane. It seems like I won't be able to meet him until the wedding.
Yeah, it seems that way. It's really a shame. He's also very busy lately, so I don't think your schedules would match up anyway.
When he says he's busy, he could just be cheating on you, you know? Maybe he's trying to get some fun in before married life. I mean, he's chosen a plain-looking girl like you, so... Wait, what if he's actually been playing you this whole time? Would it be a good idea to call off the wedding?
Come on. You've been doing nothing but bad-mouthing him. Please cut it out. He's a very loving, sincere person. He isn't cheating on me.
I'm not bad-mouthing him at all. I'm just giving you some food for thought, that's all. I just want what's best for you, so I'm letting you know that him cheating could be a possibility, you know? I haven't said anything mean in particular, did I? Come on.
Chill, Nicole. I have no intention of doing what you say anyway, so there's no need for your advice. He isn't cheating on me. He just isn't like that.
How can you be so sure? It's not like you've been spending 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with him yet. You don't know what he gets up to when you're not with him.
Yes, it's true. I don't see him all day every day, but there's just no way that he would be cheating on me. He just isn't like that. He's very loyal and has never cheated on anyone before. If anyone were to believe him, it would be me. You haven't even met him. You don't know him at all. Our relationship has been built on trust. That's one of the reasons why I decided to marry him.
I see. Trust, huh? I sure hope he's trustworthy. Well, I hope you're happy. That's all I want. Anyway, you've kind of killed my mood, so I'm gonna go now. We're gonna cook something together. See ya! Hey, Melanie! Since I can't come to the wedding, please say hi to everyone for me. I hope it goes well and you don't get ditched at the altar or anything.
What? You're not coming to the wedding. Why are you telling me this just now?
Oh, and by the way, Kyle isn't coming either. Sorry, not sorry.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean you aren't coming? This is my wedding, for God's sake. This is important. I know you're not sorry at all.
Why? Isn't it obvious? It's because we just don't care enough about your wedding to go to it. So instead of attending your boring wedding, Kyle and I are going to go out on a nice date, just the two of us.
How can you suddenly tell me the day of the wedding that you're not coming?
Yeah, I guess it is kind of last minute. But at a wedding, you have to give a bride and groom a wedding gift, right? We just don't want to waste our money on that, sorry. And we don't want to waste our time either. It's clear and plain to see that you would just have to do without us on the wedding.
You know I wanted you and Kyle to come today. I've had enough of your excuses.
But you said you invited a lot of people, right? And a lot of the people are our relatives and people who work at my company, aren't they? You even had to resort to inviting my coworkers since you don't have enough friends. I mean, can't you see how that can make someone feel used? Wouldn't you be pissed off? No one likes feeling used. I don't plan on giving you any wedding gifts, so don't get your hopes up too much.
I see. Fine. You don't have to come. Maybe it's better that you don't.
You don't have to come. More like I don't want to come. I wasn't even excited to see you all dressed up. Especially since you won't even be that dressed up. It would just be a waste of my time.
Oh, is that how you really feel? No one else has complained about that.
I did take the day off from work, though. So that's why Kyle and I are going out for dinner together.
I see how it is. Go ahead and do that. I don't care what you do.
Wow, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? It's not a big deal that we're not going to your wedding. You're probably gonna have another wedding in the future anyway, since he'll most likely divorce you. I told Mom and Dad that we're not coming today. And they didn't even bother replying back, so I guess they don't care.
They're probably too disappointed to even reply. Well, do what you want then. I don't care if you regret it later.
Don't worry, I won't. It's just a wedding. You're giving me permission to just do as I please. This is great. I thought you'd be even more upset. I'm gonna go with Kyle to a fancy restaurant wearing my designer shoes and purse. While we're doing that, you can have fun at your cheap wedding. I bet all the cutlery isn't even real silver. Why aren't you answering your phone? Melanie!
Oh, hi Nicole. The ceremony's starting soon, so can this wait? I don't have time right now.
No, I think this is more important. Why didn't you tell me you were marrying my boss? This is all news to me.
Yep, Ryan is the head of your company. I guess I forgot to mention that. Silly me.
How come I didn't know about this?
I did say that I was going to introduce you to him. I invited both of you over to meet him many times, but you kept making up excuses not to come. So you never got to meet him. That's why you didn't know about this.
Oh my god. You didn't have to make us meet him in person. Since we know him already, you could have just texted me about this.
I didn't want to tell you just over text. Someone at work might have seen it and found out. I wanted to give him some privacy about this. He asked me to keep this quiet. Since he's not my boss, he's my fiancé, I understood how he felt and I kept it quiet.
Yeah, but aren't you guys a couple of cowards for not just telling people? Don't you two love each other enough to let everyone know about your marriage? Why would you keep it under wraps? Isn't it normal for people to say who their fiancé is?
Normal? Since when have you been normal? It's not normal to be so judgmental and narcissistic. You don't have the right to call us cowards.
What are you talking about? Why are you being so feisty? You think I'm an idiot or something? Why are you looking down on me all of a sudden? Who do you think you are?
Aren't you the one who's always looking down on me? I mean, looking down on me is one thing, but degrading someone you haven't even met is another. You can't deny it.
Yeah, but I have met him. I just didn't know it was Mr. Johnson. I had no idea who he was. I thought he was just some nobody.
You're just saying that now because you know who he is. Don't you think that's kind of odd? Any normal person would have saved their judgment until after meeting him.
No, I think I'm in the right here. Everyone has some prejudice, you know. Come on, sis. Give me a break. I had no idea you were marrying my boss. Think about how shocked I feel right now.
Give you a break. I've been giving you a break for too long. I'm done putting up with your antics, Nicole. It's true that you got married before me, but that still doesn't give you the right to act like this towards your older sister. And you fight with Mom and Dad so often and don't even seem to care. I've had enough of it all. Ryan said that I can just ignore you and it's not worth dealing with. But I've decided I can't let this slide.
What? You mean Mr. Johnson said that it's okay to just ignore me?
He said that I don't have to put up with you anymore and shouldn't feel bad about it. Since you're the one who's always in the wrong. None of it is my fault.
Wait. Why is he taking your side? He gave me Employee of the Month back in December. Does this mean that you've been telling him about all this? You know he's my boss.
Yeah, of course I told him everything. We're really close. We tell each other everything. I told him that you and Kyle looked down on us. He didn't know what you were really like back in December. And that you canceled on us last minute too. And that you're on some date right now instead of attending our wedding.
Hold on, this isn't fair. We're not at some date right now. We're at the front gate of the venue right now. We will attend the wedding. But the staff aren't letting us in. I told them that we're a family of the bride, but they still won't let us in.
That's because I told the staff not to let you guys in.
What? Are you serious? Why did you tell them that? Have you forgotten that I'm your little sister? Do they know I'm your sister? And since I'm one of Mr. Johnson's employees, he has to invite me too, or he'll look bad.
What are you talking about? I don't have a sister. He doesn't have to invite you.
Is this some kind of cruel joke or something? Am I being pranked? Melanie, are you angry at me? You really don't have to be. I'll apologize to you, so just let me in. And we'll give you a wedding gift.
Nah, you don't have to do that. And I don't want your gift. Just go home to your big ugly condo and I'll have my wedding ceremony without you.
What? We came all the way here and postponed our dinner plans because of you. Do you really think you can do this to me? How can you be so heartless towards your little sister?
I'm doing it, so of course I think it's okay. Even Mom and Dad said I didn't have to let you in.
What? They said that. You're just making this up. And I don't want my boss to think that I'm an evil younger sister or something. I don't want him to hate me. I mean, I have to work with him, so this can't happen. Can you imagine working with someone who can't stand you?
But you've been making fun of our marriage this whole time. I think this is totally fair. And for the record, I've never had to work with anyone who can't stand me, so I actually can't imagine it. Do you really think you can keep going to work after all of this? Ryan doesn't want you to work with him anymore. He says that he doesn't want someone so rude in the office.
What? He said that? Or are you just making this up because you don't want me to work with him?
No, he did say it. He said he wants to transfer both of you.
Transferred? To where? Our house is here? Our friends are here? We can't just move somewhere else.
You're lucky he didn't end up firing you two. He really wanted to. But he felt kind of sorry for you, so he figured sending you out to a small branch office in rural Montana would be better. You should be grateful for that, since the other option was being out of a job.
What? Don't you think he's overreacting? I mean, he wants to transfer us there just because we're not going to his wedding? Isn't that cruel? You said he was a kind person.
You really think that's the only reason why?
Is it maybe also because I made fun of you? You know I don't mean it.
It's not because you made fun of me. It's because you still make fun of me. Don't use the past tense, Nicole. I can't forgive you for how you treat me, and neither can he. You've insulted me, him, and our marriage. I mean, don't you think anyone would want to kick someone out of their life if they made fun of their fiancé? Makes sense to me.
Wait, let me talk to him. You got this all wrong. I didn't mean to make fun of him. I respect him. He's a great boss.
Oh, you want to talk to him? He's been next to me reading all of this.
Mr. Johnson, please. I won't make fun of Melanie ever again. Even if I'm just teasing. Please believe me. Please don't transfer us to Montana. We have our life here.
He said that your salaries would be cut in half and you'll have to transfer, so now you have 2 reasons to beg. He also said that he'll make you choose between that or resigning and getting severance pay. So what do you say?
Oh my God! I can't understand this. This is way too sudden. I'm gonna sue the higher-ups of the company. This is so unfair. Is this even legal? I'll be talking to HR about all of this.
Go ahead. But do you really think that's a threat? The higher-ups are Ryan, and he's right here reading all of this.
What do you mean? I'll still try to sue you.
Even with you two gone, he can easily find someone else to do the job. They'll probably do the job better too. It seems like you two didn't even bring up sales or take work that seriously anyway. So he figures there won't be any losses without you two around. It's no problem if you decide to just resign. You won't be missed.
Why? How are you marrying my boss anyway? How could you do this? What does he even see in you?
Wow, you said you weren't going to make fun of me anymore, and yet you just insulted me again. Looks like you just can't teach an old dog new tricks, even though you're the younger sister.
No, I was just joking around. I didn't mean that. I'm just not good with my words. You know that, right? Even growing up, I was too direct.
Yeah, but that was the past, and I don't care about the past anymore. You should have learned how to be nicer, and you just never did. So what are you going to do? Are you going to move to the countryside, or are you going to leave the company on your own? You'll have to find some other company who'll put up with you and ignore the fact that you left such a prestigious company.
Both options are no good. I don't know which one is worse. Why is this happening to us? Kyle and I don't deserve this. Our lives are gonna be ruined.
This is happening because of your actions. You most definitely deserve it. Actions have consequences, Nicole. It's time you learn that. I did actually want to tell you sooner, and maybe I should have, but you just didn't want to listen to me anyway, so I decided not to tell you until today.
I can't accept this. Can we talk this out? Neither of those options are good enough for me. There's no way I'm gonna voluntarily resign. I've worked hard at my job. And there's no way we're just gonna pack up everything and move to a different state.
If you don't like either of those options, Ryan can just fire you instead. How about that?
What? He can't do that.
I mean, you just said that you can't choose. So the only option left is to just get fired and move on.
Hold on. I can't just get fired and find a different job. Everyone will know that I got fired and they won't want to hire me. I'll be out of work and maybe even end up on the streets all because of you. I'm your only sister.
Yeah, so if you don't want that to happen, then you'll have to choose between those two options we gave you. Oh, and remember, I said that I don't have a sister.
Just let me talk to Mr. Johnson, okay? It won't take long. If I get to talk to him, I'm sure we can agree to something. Please?
But there's nothing for you two to talk about. And besides, he doesn't want to talk to you.
Melanie, please stop being ridiculous. If I talk to him and explain everything, then everything will be fine. Please just let me talk to him. He's still right there, isn't he?
No, you and Kyle will just make up excuses and try to steer the conversation your way. So the answer is no. He won't talk to you. There's no point in trying to reason with you. We've made up our minds.
Come on, please just give me one more chance. I really am reflecting on my actions. I'm sorry. I'll try to be a better sister. I promise I won't make fun of you anymore. I'll apologize for everything I've said.
It's too late for that. You should have apologized ages ago. Well, it's almost time for us to go now. Goodbye, Nicole. So please don't make a big scene at the front entrance, okay? I'm embarrassed of you two. You guys are an embarrassment to me, after all.
Melanie, you can't just leave us waiting out here. This is embarrassing for us. Kyle is furious, and you know how he can get when he's angry. Melanie, why aren't you replying? Come back.
And then the staff eventually had to kick them out since they kept making noise at the front entrance. And they got escorted out, which was even more embarrassing for them. Other than that, our wedding went exactly as planned. We couldn't have asked for a better ceremony. It was perfect. Everyone who was important was there, and they all gave us thoughtful wedding gifts and kind speeches. Turns out, Nicole and Kyle opted to voluntarily resign from the company. So they're gone now. Nicole kept sending me texts apologizing for what she did, but there's no way that the pent-up anger I had for years towards her can just suddenly go away. I completely cut off contact with them, and I don't miss them at all. Now I've started my wonderful married life with Ryan, and we're so happy. We bought a new house, and we can now live peacefully every day without anyone trying to tear us down. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more.